Take my Tangkou head and put it onto the Obitsu hard body, and to do that I'm going to release the two screws here in the back head of my Tangkou and take it off my body, and I will do that and then I will be back. Okay, I cheated a bit. I took off the top part of the doll. This is the hard body, and this is actually the peg from the soft body, because the peg from the hard body, I really don't know how to get that to work on the Tangkou doll, but I can do it with the head from the soft body. So I have just taken, I think that's a big one, and as you can see the peg is sitting on a little metal thing here, so I'm going to put it on there. And then you, of course, close the body around the rest of the doll, and then it sits here. But this part is too long, so we need to go measure it. And first of all, I'm going to take this apart again and take my piece and my head. And this little indent need to be on this side of the peg. So, as you can see, it's not possible. So I'm going to take my measuring thing, and I'm going to measure from the part where it needs to go to and down, so I can see how much I need to cut off. And I have, let's see, 5, 6, 7 millimeters. So I'm going to measure 7 millimeters from the top and down. And I like it to touch this part of the head, because then it will give it a bit more stability. So again, 7 millimeter, 5, 6, 7, that's around here. So that's what it's too long. So I'm going to use my saw, and I am going to saw it off. So I cut off the top part of this piece, and now I have this left. I'm just going to sand the worst of it off. I hope you can see how it's sitting. So it's actually touching this part, and now I'm just going to make sure that it's really tight. I like it to be really tight to the neck, so that this gap here between the neckline and this one is not too big. And actually I think it's a bit too big here. I don't like that. So I am going to make this thick part a bit thicker. And I'm going to do that with my polymer clay, and I don't have any rest colors, so I am going to use... I'm going to take my rose-colored clay here. I rolled out a piece of clay in a setting 4, and I am going to make a small hole in that. And I'm going to make sure it fits this part. I just took out the eye pin, and I'm going to make sure I can get it over this part without any problem. There we go. And then I'm going to cut it out. In a bigger circle, like that. And I'm going to roll this out again in a setting 3. So this one will be thicker. So this is rolled out in a setting 3, and I'm going to take my head peg, and I'm going to make sure that the big part this time will be able to go down into a hole. So I'm cutting. I don't have a cutter in that size. My cutter is too big for it. So I'm just cutting it by hand, making sure that it can fit over the big part of the neck piece of the peg. head pick. And then I take the other part I have here and I put that on the small pick here. And I'm going to put a bit of tiny bit of baking bond on the bigger piece here. So that it will stick to the tiny piece. So I put that on here. And stick it to this way, it will be sitting correctly. And I take it off. Do not mingle too much with it so it won't slip out of the right place. And I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut it out, this round piece. And I'm going to bake this for like 20 minutes and then I will be back. I baked my ring and I'm just sanding the corners a bit. This is not necessary, but I like to do that, like that. And then I'm going to place the ring on my neck pick, squeezing it into the place like that. And I'm going to make sure it's able to sit here. So I'm sanding it until it fits. Okay, I'm going to put the eye pin in. I'm not going to glue this part because I like to be able to take it off if it breaks or something like that. It looks like it fits perfect. And you see it sits tight between this part and the lower part. So now I'm going to take my head pick and I'm going to take my body and put it down here, and you can see there's not much room between these parts, so the head will sit quite tight, and that is good. That is really good. And if it's too tight, you just unscrew it a bit. So now I'm going to put my body together and then I'm going to place the head. So I have the rest of my body here. I'm going to place this part. Okay, I'm going to place it like this. Again, remember to turn the body on. Remember to put the plates on the right side of the body. Okay, that should be it. Now you just place your head back. Okay, I need to make it a bit looser here. Place your head back in the head. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm putting it in the right spot. And I am going to put the head together. And when you have collected it right, let's see if I can show you, it sits around the neck back here, and I'm going, and I'm going to squeeze it together, the head, and screw it on together. Don't tighten the screw too much, because that can break the doll head. There we go. And there you have your head on the hard body the hard body Obitsu body, the hard Obitsu body, and that's it. Happy crafting!